you saying?
I'm not recording, but I'm gonna just take notes.
Okay.
So, the reason I'm here is because we had received allegations back in January regarding an arrest, a situation that went on. I think you were injured.
Yeah.
Okay.
It broke my arm, dislocated it.
Okay. And
3 surgeries.
And then I'm also curious about whether or not there were like drugs and weapons and stuff in the home.
Okay.
Mostly I'm curious if there are now, because the situation then is done, but it's the present situation that I'm here to address.
No, there's no
Okay.
drugs or guns in the house.
Okay. Weapons, like...
No.
Okay. Okay. And...
May I ask who gave you, who reported it?
Well, when we initially got the response, got the report, it was because law enforcement was involved, and
because they threatened before that was illegally foreclosed on. My loan was all full of fraud, and me trying to defend it, they rushed through my foreclosure was less than a year, and that's me stalling, filing for bankruptcy and everything. So there was a 4-month stall there. It was swept through the courts. Judge didn't hear any of my hearings. There was never an eviction filed with the courts. So when they came to my house and kicked us out of my house, we lost all of our belongings. Still haven't got them. Still can't even get them.
But before that, they
got Melbourne. Yeah, they threatened to call CPS if we didn't move. Sergeant.
Officers.
Yeah, Sergeant. Sergeant and Lieutenant came here and spoke with my in-laws and threatened if we didn't vacate our house, that they was gonna call Child Protective Services on us.
Okay.
Major. He said that never happened.
Yeah, it said you just need to leave.
Okay. So did they do like a bust raid on your house to take stuff out?
No. They were waiting for, I had a suspended driver's license. They've been stalking my house out for like 2 days, waiting for me to leave. Well, I went to leave to go to the store, and Nissan Altima with no sheriff's markings or anything like that got behind me on a galley, and he had blue lights in his grill. And then that's the only thing he had, and he kept trying to tell me to pull over. Well, he wasn't wearing a uniform. You know, I didn't know him from Adam. I mean, I could assume, but I mean, my daughter was in the car. I wasn't doing that, so I obeyed all traffic laws, and I just went around the block and went right back to my house. And I got out, let my daughter, told her to run in the house. I got between him and her because he had his taser out. And I told her to run to the door, and I stayed right there. And then I was assaulted in my front yard on camera. They won't release my media. They went and stole my DVR box that day without a warrant.
Yeah, they went into our house at that time.
Yeah.
And kicking us. When I went out, because Josh was getting beat up, I went outside the house, and then they wouldn't let me back in.
Yeah.
What about the children?
They wouldn't
let anybody back in.
Out until he was gone.
Okay. So part of the allegations was that you, or no, not part of allegations. Let me see. It says, I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
It is believed that the father is back selling drugs out of the home. Is that okay? Can you just talk right here? Okay.
Yeah.
It is reported that the father sells meth, coke, marijuana, and prescription pills. It is reported that the father is a known drug dealer, and the activity that is surrounding the house and type of people that come and go suggest there are drugs being sold. It is reported that the father got into an argument with a neighbor because the neighbor was walking across his property.
That's a lie.
The father became upset and was arguing back and forth. He pulled out a gun and shot it in the air.
What?
It is reported that the father has a long rap sheet that lists several different charges. So, let's just go one by one.
Go ahead. I'd love to.
Okay, so, were you selling drugs?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm charged with? Just by chance?
I'm not charging you anything.
No, I know what my charges are.
No.
Okay. All right, so I have multiple, and I wish I could show you the statement. As soon as I get it, I'll show it to you. But I got multiple assaults on Leo, battery on Leo, resisting with arrest, resisting without arrest, felon conviction of a firearm. There was a firearm in the vehicle. It wasn't my vehicle though. But as far as anything, I have no drug charges. I have one possession charge about 3 years ago. Other than that, that's the only possession charge I've ever had on my record my whole life.
Okay.
So I don't know where they're getting like known drug dealer. That's not what I do. I work hard. I mean, I work to provide for my family.
Okay. All right. Good. People coming and going. Is that just?
I mean, well, I had workers.
Okay.
I had my own business, so usually I'd always have guys meet me at the house, and we'd leave my house.
Were they coming and going at night or just during the day?
No, mostly during the day. You know, occasionally might have to stop by us, but not in.
Okay, and if it was, it would be like friends visiting at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got 5 kids. I mean, they got friends too.
Okay.
I mean, my oldest daughters are 15, about to be 16. My son just turned 13.
Okay. Did you get into an argument with the neighbor?
No.
Shot a guy in the head. Are you kidding me?
And
The whole thing was, it was just like I said, I'd left. They were supposed to be, my discovery, I got my discovery, I can show you my discovery, that they were going to assist a civilian unit with an eviction that it was never filed. There was no eviction to this day on record.
so you never had an argument in your backyard with a neighbor?
In the backyard, even?
Yeah, and through your property. Okay, through your property, I guess. It doesn't say anything about your yard. It just says walking across the property. So that never existed?
No, I took a picture. The cops were staking out. Was taking me out, I guess.
There's a cul-de-sac in our street.
And then the chicken store, they were in the parking lot, and I was taking pictures of them. They were for 2 days right before this happened.
Okay, never shot a weapon in the air.
No, I mean, a long time ago, that was New Year's. And I really didn't shoot a gun. We're at her mom and dad's house in the country.
No, I mean at your house.
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about only at your house. Okay. Was arguing back and forth, pulled out a gun, shot it in the air. I mean, what?
Where did that come from?
I don't know. So, did you ever tell anyone anything?
The only thing like this happened was when the other guy shot the gun off in the air, not me. But when I got in that fight with that dude, because he was grabbed Joe off his bike, Jaden's uncle or whatever. I don't know how far you dug into our history or whatever, but if you'd see about 3 years ago, a neighborhood kid sexually assaulted my 2 youngest.
At his house.
Stop. I'm trying to.
Okay. So fight with a dude for grabbing a friend.
No, my son, Joel.
Oh, your son.
Yeah.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah, well, let me tell you the story. Yeah, that was on Aurora Road. I talked to some deputies about that too. They came by, and they didn't do anything. So what happened was my youngest son and my youngest daughter were sexually assaulted by another neighborhood kid. He was our other son's age friend, but he had a little brother that played with my youngest, and he'd always come out. It seemed like he was nice enough with the kids. We had a pool. So when we went out of town, my oldest son and I went out of town for like 2 weeks, and Daphne was letting him still come over and swim and stuff, and he had done some stuff to our kids, and so we went and we filed a complaint and wrote a report about it and everything, and took the kids up to get interviewed. They 110% believe that something happened, but nothing. They did nothing.
Would you take them to CPT?
I believe so. Yeah, they did an evaluation.
This was like 3 years ago?
Yes. Detective Frost was, and they did nothing about it. And then so my oldest son, we get back in town, he's riding this kid hard. Like every time he sees him, he's running after him and trying to slap him up. You know, he's protective like that. So the boy is like 2 years older than my son anyway, so he got held back 2 years. But so his uncle, at one point, this was probably about 8 months ago.
sexual molestation
It's
or
sexual assault.
sexual assault? Okay. Did he like penetrate them?
He did not.
So it was touching. Oh, okay. So like, but any penetration is considered penetration. Okay. All right. So it was assault then. I'm just clarifying because I'm gonna look.
Please. And so my son come home with a bunch of his friends, and they all saw it, and they all said the same thing. You know, this guy just came and picked Joe up off his bike and fucking grown man, and grabbed my kid and was shaking him. And
Was he at the time?
I don't know, he's probably in his 30s.
No, the child.
My son's 12.
He was 12 at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I go up there to talk to him.
Across
Croton. It's on in Leawood, on Leawood Boulevard. It's like fourth house on your right. I go up there. I walk up there to see what the hell's going on, and I chased him onto his property, and then we got an altercation. And then I left, and when I was leaving, he pulled the gun out and fired in there.
Okay, so it's the other way around. So it's like sometimes these cases get called in off of hearsay, and that is like the telephone game.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, we're not always here for that. We're here for clarification. So.
Well, please check out that house. There's definitely something going on there.
Did did the police come for that?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
And I told them what happened, and because they were coming to arrest me, and when I told them what happened, they went back over there and they verified it. So I think there was a camera.
They caught him up in like some lies.
Yeah, they caught him up in some lies.
But clearly you had been to CPT or not yet.
Yeah, no, we'd already been to CPT. Yeah, we went there.
That's why he was doing this. Right?
Yeah. Well,
it was like retaliation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, so
They agreed not to press charges, so Josh.
Yes, we didn't press charges. They said no, we press charges, nobody goes to jail. But if one presses charges, we're both going in. So obviously they hadn't done anything for it. It was the third time we've talked to them about it. That was the third time.
All right, so the allegations have been addressed. Good. I feel good. Okay. So what had happened is, did you ever talk to somebody named Sandy?
Sandy's her mom.
No, another CPI like me, but she
No, that's the whole thing. Nobody's ever even called me.
There was a
like
lady,
in January.
Yeah.
Well,
There was at first there was no contact order between me and my daughter.
Okay.
Because the child endangerment.
Okay, is that done?
Those charges were disposed of.
And the no contact is done?
Yeah, because that's what it stemmed for, was the child neglect or whatever. Endangerment.
The charges were dropped?
Yep. No, I still got the rest of the charges, but they dropped 4 out of 12. Because all they did was just trying to trump me up as much charges as they could.
Right,
jack my bond up.
Almost everything.
Yeah.
Right? Because they have a negotiating room now.
But when there was that no contact in place, it seemed like a couple days after, I think you made it. So I don't know. But I thought she was younger lady came, and she just asked some questions.
Okay.
So
she doesn't work for the department anymore.
Okay.
And that is why I'm here, because I'm kind of needing to follow up on that.
All right.
It's nothing new. Nobody called in anything new
or
recent. Okay. So we basically had to reopen this.
I was wondering why. I was like, they haven't even contacted me.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
And Josh is just taking the case to trial. So I'm like, is this?
Okay, so now all the kids are homeschooled.
No.
Chloe's not, and Joel's not.
Chloe and Joel are not.
Yeah.
Okay.
The youngest two are homeschooled because we had to pull them out of school
because of that situation. He wouldn't leave my daughter alone.
He wouldn't stop staring at her.
It was
So they went to school before that.
Yeah, and after.
And we had to pull them out, and nothing was done. They wouldn't do anything.
They promised and promised and promised.
My son didn't
come crying.
Did not want to go to school. Like we had to plead him to go to school, and so that's why.
Okay, so I know that you're weary of me, but may I please come in and take pictures of your kids food, and they're sleeping.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be immaculate, clean.
Yeah. We're just getting ready. We're ripping out the flooring.
It's fine too.
So
that's fine too.
Like, yeah.
I'm not looking for like anything like that. I'm looking for just hazards.
Yeah.
It's one of my boxes I have to check, and I mean, I'm so glad that, to be honest with you, when I came to got this case this morning, I was told that because they thought you guys had like a drug bust and a raid and pounds of drugs were being brought out of here, not here, but there, I was thinking, oh my God, what's going to be happening when I get here? And now that I've talked to you guys and I've gotten like the facts, I feel like so much better, and I don't want you to be alarmed why I'm here. Like, we can just work through this case and get it closed properly, because how she didn't do it properly. So, I mean, it may not have been that she didn't do it properly, but she doesn't work here anymore, and your case was open.
I
know I never got a phone call.
I wasn't very friendly. My husband was just, this was like, so I just like was like. And
it's like the whole sheriff's department, they were starting to cover stuff up, and like, I mean, blatantly, like I got an inventory sheet that says on the 23rd they took my DVR box. Well, they state that they didn't take it till the 25th when they issued the warrant. I don't know. I had neighbors say they took bags of stuff out. The only thing on evidence log that is my DVR box.
But they were in the house taking bags out that day.
I don't know what they took. We haven't got to go back in the house, period.
That makes perfect sense, because Sandy didn't report. She had your police reports, but she never had any police report regarding that. And no one knew why. And so that makes perfect sense that you must be getting confused either with somebody else or misinformation. So,
I think it's just that, I don't know. This cop walked up to me. He was upset that I didn't pull right over for him, and you know, so I had my arms out like this, and he walked up to, and I seen he was going to be aggressive, and I told him, I said, aren't you supposed to de-escalate situations like this? And he said, times for that's over. And he cocked back, and I just let him hit me in the face because I knew I was standing between two cameras. And then they started beating the shit out of me. They broke my arm. And my whole face was bloody. Yeah, right in front of my house. 3. Yeah. They kept me handcuffed for over 2 hours behind my back with my arm just you could see it disfigured, and it was brutal.
God. Were you in pain?
Yeah, it was the most painful thing I ever had.
What's your phone number?
321-339-9964.
Can I text you if I need to get
Yes.
because it's easier for me. Hi.
This is my father-in-law. I'm sorry, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave. I'm Jeannie with the Department of Children and Families. Sorry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
I'm gonna get these kids.
I mean,
I'm not here for anything new. I'm here to wrap up school stuff. Nothing new.
Yeah, because of the lady, he doesn't know. So the lady that came out here initially, she doesn't work with the department anymore, and so she left this case open.
Yeah.
So she's coming out to. She's had some questions for me. Wants to see the kids and.
Yeah, I understand all that, but you know, here you guys got them called out here for you, but yet with what happened to Lainey and Josh a long time ago, no one gave a shit.
I know. And that's what I've told her 3 times we talked to him.
I would give a shit. I give a shit right now.
But the school don't give a shit. Nothing. They say that they can't do nothing. They can't stop the kid from going to school there, but yet they can stop these kids from coming to school.
I can look into that and follow up with you guys if you want to know what took place.
Well, we're planning on moving out of the county anyway, so.
Okay. Hi, girls. Hi. So okay, this is your phone number. Does Mom have a phone number?
913.
913.
530 0088.
And can I text Mom too?
Yes.
Okay. It's just sometimes easier because
it's a lot easier for me.
If you guys don't answer, then I have to call back again. It's like you can just answer me when you have time. All the kids, okay. Hi,
This
guys.
is 3.
Okay. 1. I love
She
your
loves
freckles.
picture taking.
2. Love your freckles too. 3. Where are your freckles? They're there.
She don't have as many.
Okay, and do we have 5 kids?
No, the other 2. One's at school and one's at his friend's house.
One's at school on Saturday?
Yeah,
she
she
builds-
does tech stuff.
Like builds sets and stuff for
do
drama.
like plays and stuff. She does all the mic and
okay.
they got
A school
something going
function.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a school function.
Okay.
They got something going on there.
Okay.
She does a lot of.
Okay.
What's your name?
Elaine.
Elaine. Okay. need your date of birth.
July 31st, 2012.
I'm Jeannie. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua. Joshua Jr. What's your birthday? 31st. 31st and 31st. Okay.
30th, 31st.
Oh, yours is the 30th.
His is the 30th.
Oh, yours is the 30th. I'm sorry. Okay, 30th. What year were you born?
2012.
2013.
You get shot. You were born 2012. I'm sorry. He's
I
shot.
have 4 kids too. We go through the same thing. Okay. And what's your name?
Callie. CALIE.
Oh, no. Okay. And your date of birth?
July 25th, 2007.
Sure.
2000.
Hey, don't sit on there, buddy.
She's a twin.
You guys are twins. Are you? Do you look alike?
No.
No.
No, not really. Okay.
They're opposites.
Hey,
They're
Josh.
opposites.
One
Okay.
reminds me of
So
brother.
I've got 3. Perfect. All right. Sleep.
He can settle.
Sleep.
Sleep and food. Yeah.
So their sleep arrangements. Ooh.
Huh?
Let's show their sleep arrangements.
Please don't apologize. I always come in when no one's expecting me, and everybody's always apologizing. It's like, please. Oh.
Mama was waiting for that shit picture. She
Yeah.
Okay. So we've addressed things. You were out there too, so I'm pretty, unless there's something different from what he said, then I'm gonna go ahead and put your guys' responses the same. How do you guys, here, let me stand so how do you guys typically discipline? Is it like verbal? Is it taken away?
Taking away stuff.
Okay. Do you have to physically discipline sometimes?
I don't anymore at all.
Okay.
And then we do ground.
Yeah. Take away the phones. That hurts them the worst.
It does, doesn't it? All you gotta do is threaten to take away their lifeline, and it's like, okay. And so a homeschool. What kind of homeschool do they do?
So we have a program.
Is it online at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it Florida or Brevard, or either?
Well, I started that, but that was kind of difficult to get them to do in a time
It
frame.
is, and there's a ton of work.
Yeah.
It's like assignment after assignment
So,
after assignment.
and they were always being, it was hard to get them in that. So, what was the book that I have a brain injury, so.
So the brain injury.
My memories,
Okay.
which short, very short.
Okay.
But,
She gets nervous and also she gets.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, don't be nervous.
Those, are you talking about those printouts, Mom?
yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, what?
It's a teacher program that, so like,
Because they
the
do,
teacher program, like where teachers get their, what's it called?
Their schedule, their
worksheets.
curriculum.
1, 2, 3. Don't
It's
need 1, 2, 3.
something-
It's only 1, 2, 3. It's
I
a
never
website.
had teachers.
How about you could text it to me?
Okay.
I'll send you both a text message, so that
Okay.
you'll have my contact information, and when you find out, just text it to me and I'll document.
Okay.
I want to be thorough, so
Okay.
that it can be.
Yeah.
And so, how do the other 2 get to school? Which 2 go? So one of
Joel
the twins,
and
Chloe.
and then the other one.
The oldest, my oldest
Baker?
boy.
Is
He's
oldest?
13.
Okay, Joel. Okay, how do they get to school?
Usually ride or walk or bike.
Ride their bike or walk?
Yeah, or
Okay.
ride day. I mean, depends if it's raining or something. We'll give them a ride. They'll get a ride.
Okay. How's their attendance? Pretty good.
One's immaculate. The other one's that was his friend.
He
ever since then, he went from being an ambassador at Croton to like, I mean, he's just turned 180.
He was,
It's been real.
what is
real
the school
fast.
called?
ALC.
ALC.
The Alternative Learning Center.
Oh, okay. I've never known what that's called. Okay, thank you. Okay, Alternative Learning Center for Joel.
Yeah.
And then where does
Galley and she
Oh, she lives in Galley.
yeah.
Perfect.
Took
Okay.
on the roll.
Oh, and her name is Chloe, right? I can't keep my own kids' names straight, so I'm definitely not going to keep yours straight. Okay. Right there by the walk. Do these kids have like any outside like type of activities?
There's football and cheer.
Cheer. How about you? Is there anything going on?
Not yet.
Not yet. Any interests?
Then she did training her bird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Where? Over here.
Birds is over there.
This is Fresco.
That's a cockatiel, right?
No,
It's a conjure.
that's a conjure. These
Oh.
are cockatiels over here.
Oh, these are cockatiels. Oh.
And then
That's a conjure. He's next size up than these.
Oh, okay. We have parakeets.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the, basic.
They're all in a pair of family.
Our cousin has a parakeet. She has 3. Sunny, sky, and blue.
Well, my daughter taught hers to ride on a little mini toy
Really?
fingerboard.
That's cool.
I mean, he
Up
won't
here?
like do the scooting, but he'll let her push him.
That's cool.
Yeah, it took a little bit, like a couple of days of like
Uh-huh.
making him do it a lot, and now he finally was like, fine, I'll do this.
Yeah, we ran into a guy that we bought that cage from, and he's got Amazon parrots.
Oh my gosh, green, right? Green?
Well, yeah, no, they're blue.
Oh, they're blue.
His are blue.
Oh,
And he taught his how to play basketball.
Yeah, you can shoot
so
the
He showed
cool.
us a video.
I just
of-
love birds. They're not clean though. They make a stinking mess. Birdseed everywhere, feathers everywhere.
That's why you put those. You get them with the deal down around
Your
the bottom.
guys'
skirt.
Your cages are way better than my cage.
Then
That's
we
for
got
sure.
a skirt on the bottom of this one, so it don't go out.
I need that too. Oh, they're kind of mesh skirt.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Before that, it was a mess.
Yeah, before that, these two made a big mess.
My birds have been putting their little pellets in their water, like the bedding pellets in the water.
You have to change them every day. Because mine likes going in the water.
Yeah,
And
I
so
change
we
it every
don't-
day because it's like gross.
Yeah.
The only
Now,
you
hers,
don't need to give them a
that one in there, he goes crazy
about.
about wanting his head rubbed. I mean, that's why she fell in love with him next door.
Oh, do you clip their wings or can they fly?
Yeah, we cut their wings.
Yeah. One of our birds came to us with his wings clipped too short, but we didn't know yet that his wings were too short because we were just learning how to do it, only cut like the first 4 or 5 and watch out for the blood feathers and all that. But when we got him after her, and when we went to go cut hers, we looked at his and he doesn't even have any wings. They're like so cool. Because she keeps like trying to make him fly. Like looks like she's trying to teach him to fly as she goes, and she goes around like that, and then she'll squawk at him, like try it, and he just it's so sad. And we're afraid he's gonna injure himself. But it's been months and no feathers are growing back.
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna grow back? I don't know.
I wonder if he plucked them out.
No, it's his. Like you could see straight across. Cut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, that's my reflection. Okay. All right. So what else? We talked about. Oh, so any diagnosis for any kid?
Asthma, tree allergies, tree nut allergies.
Okay, asthma for you. Okay, and you're Callie. Yeah. And then no, there is somebody here. Yeah. Okay.
That's Joel.
That's Joel.
Oh,
That's the
Joel.
other one.
Hi, Joel.
Hello.
We get a picture of your handsome face. Oh, without the hair, please. Okay.
My bad. I need to help.
Well, here, let me just.
He says that now. You know when he gets off and hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.